originated on a white supremacist site. We'll get back to that in a moment. Praises Elie Wiesel after using neo-Nazi image to attack Hillary. Draws ire from Anti-Defamation League. Gary Johnson says Trump's comments clearly racist. Lewandowski defends political correctness run amok. Flashback. Trump courts Republican Jews with offensive stereotypes. Watch Republicans struggle to defend their nominee. Okay, so usual Trump's racist, Trump's a bad guy, whatever. 82% of Americans don't consider themselves feminists. I don't know why that's there. That's not supposed to be there. Where the fuck is, oh, I actually accidentally skipped that, I see. Here we go. Alright, so this is the continuation here. Donald Trump's Star of David Hillary Clinton meme was created by white supremacists. You'll remember that was one of the claims in the Huffington Post headline. Here's the actual image. Most corrupt candidate ever. History made. It shows Hillary, and there's a bunch of money behind her and all this stuff. And Trump tweeted this out. Now, according to this site, this came from a white supremacist site. White supremacist site. Where it actually came from was the /poll/ politically incorrect fucking boards over at fucking 8chan. Okay? Now, this is not a white supremacist site. There might be some white supremacist shit floating around on it, but there's all kinds of shit floating around on it. The whole idea behind this board, this politically incorrect board, is not to propagate white supremacy or some racist agenda. The primary purpose of it is for people to fucking be offensive. I mean, it's a bunch of tryhards trying to be as offensive as possible so everyone goes, whoa, too much fucking edge, bro, too much fucking edge, I just can't fucking handle this shit. That's what this is. That's what this is. Now, if he'd taken it from fucking Stormfront or something, maybe you'd have something resembling a fucking point. But this is not a white supremacist site. You lying, disingenuous fucks. Now, here's Donald Trump's tweet about this, defending himself. He says, dishonest media is trying their absolute best to depict a star in a tweet as the Star of David rather than a sheriff's star or plain star. It's just a plain old star. Here's a guy disagreeing with Trump down here. He said, thank you, Donald. Happy July 4th from my sheriff to yours. And there's a Jew, I guess, wearing a fucking, you know, the Star of David thing. And here's a picture of one of the boards it was posted on, and you know, way down from the Hillary thing, like 50 posts down, or at least one, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's some kike shit. I guess there's some kike shit here. But yeah, it's like, oh, there's antisemitism on the same message board as the picture of Hillary with the star. You know? Yeah, I mean, that doesn't prove shit. Let's review some shit here. First of all, yeah, it could be a sheriff's star. Look at it. It's the same fucking kind of star. It's a six-sided star. It's basically two intersected triangles, one pointing up, one pointing down. That's the fucking Star of David. It's also the fucking sheriff's star. This is from the Donald subreddit on Reddit. Now, there's a lot of retards on that subreddit, and in fact, the entire subreddit is pretty fucking retarded, but this is a good point. And there's also another good point I like to bring up from that subreddit. This guy right here says, I don't get the angle the media is going for here. Basically, what they're saying is that Donald Trump, a man who has a Jewish son-in-law and Jewish grandchildren, secretly hates Jews so much that in the middle of his very successful presidential campaign, he decides to subtly open up about his anti-Semitism by tweeting a photo that has what kind of looks like a Star of David on it. What kind of sense does that make? Well, I'll answer that, wild shenanigans. That makes zero fucking sense. That makes no fucking sense at all. I mean, chances are Trump did not pull this image from the poll board here. He probably got sent this image by a fucking supporter, or he probably just found this image on Facebook, or who knows where the fuck he found it. I seriously doubt that he's going around fucking 8chan or whatever, looking for fucking good dank Trump memes to show America, okay? I mean, this is why campaigns make their own fucking material, because if you just pull shit off the internet, people can say, look, the people who made this are Nazis! You're a Nazi! Okay, well, what is inherently anti-Semitic about this fucking image, okay? What is anti-Semitic about a fucking... Is a picture of Hillary looking like an evil cunt. It says history made. There's money in the background. There's a fucking star that says most corrupt candidate ever. I mean, if there was some fucking hook-nosed Jewish caricature in the background going, and Trump retweeted that, then it'd be like, oh, okay, well, that's clearly anti-Semitic. But just because he fucking has a star that looks like it could be the Star of David, and just because this image was posted on some boards with some people whose viewpoints you don't like, that automatically means Trump is a fucking anti-Semite? I mean, it's just kind of fucking silly. It's not, I mean, it's more than kind of silly. It's incredibly fucking silly. I mean, what are you talking about? I mean, what do you think, chat room? I know that I'm on kind of a delay for you guys, so it'll be a minute before I see your responses, but what do you think? Do you think Trump was trying to be anti-Semitic here? Am I wrong? I mean, is there some sort of, like, blatant, obvious racism going on here that I'm just not able to comprehend or process? By the way, this fucking star right here, this fucking star, you know where it comes from? It comes from fucking, I think it's Microsoft Word. Microsoft Word has that fucking star in its archives. So this is just like a little, like a normal piece of fucking, like, clip art bullshit. It's not even clip art, it's less than clip art. It's just a fucking, I mean, whatever, it's a fucking star. It's not necessarily the Star of David, and even if it was, I mean, like, how would Trump even fucking know that as he tweets it? Like, you really think he's looking like, yeah, that star, that's gonna signal to everyone how anti-Semitic I am. This is obviously just a case of the media trying to pounce on and inflate this story into meaning something that it clearly never meant. I'm not a fan of Donald Trump. I'm not a fan of his candidacy. But this story is ridiculous. I have to defend him on this. Does anyone notice that TJ had his hair braided? Yes, I do have a French braid. Like Willie Nelson on one side. So anyway, that's that fucking bullshit story. Yeah, well that one's funny too. But let's go back track for a second and cover this. Usually this show is all about reasons to abandon hope. This is a reason to have a little bit of hope. 82% of Americans don't consider themselves feminists, poll shows. Thank you, God, I am no longer an atheist. Yes. It looks like most people are still allergic to the F word. In a culture where feminism seems to be gaining new momentum, a new poll appears to contradict that notion, showing that only 18% of Americans consider themselves feminists. However, 85% claim they believed in equality for women. Despite the popular belief in equal rights, 52% did not identify as feminists, 26% were unsure, and 4% passed on the question. The poll also revealed that 39% of the public doesn't identify as strictly pro-life or pro-choice. The result makes us wonder how so many people can feel lukewarm about such important issues and what can be done to ignite more passionate responses. Okay, You just said 85% of Americans believe in equality for women, so why does it matter whether they slap themselves with the feminist label or not? I'll tell you why it matters, because feminism is not just equality for women. That may be the dictionary definition, but if you actually look at the rhetoric of feminists, there are a number of things that you are supposed to accept once you believe in feminism that a lot of people, I think, find ridiculous. For instance, you're supposed to believe that modern-day America is still a patriarchy. You know, how is America a fucking patriarchy? In what way? In what way are women denied legal rights to do anything a fucking man can do? Can't fucking cite it. It's not fucking in existence. Now, if you want to talk about Saudi Arabia being a patriarchy, fine. But if you want to talk about America being a patriarchy, you're full of shit. And that's a core central belief of feminism. Patriarchy. We gotta fight patriarchy. There is no fucking patriarchy. Not in America, not in the Western world. So, that's bullshit. That's one reason why those 85% who believe in equality for women don't all identify as feminists. That's why most of them don't identify as feminists. Rape culture. You have to believe that we live in a culture that supports and fosters attitudes that are contingent to rape, that propagate rape, that promulgate rape, whatever. We just love rape here. We just fucking love rape. Yay, rape. It's the greatest thing in the world. You know, every time, if I meet a guy on the streets and he's like, you know, dude, I raped 50 women, it's like everyone's just patting him on the back. I was like, let me shake your hand, man. Let me shake your fucking... You raped that many? Wow. You must be quite the awesome dude. It's not as if rapists are reviled and hated and despised, or anything like that. Rapists are actually the beloved, chosen people whom we just shower with affection and love. Yeah, but it's a ridiculous notion. Rape culture in the Western world is a ridiculous notion. Rape is considered disgusting. Many people seem to even believe that rape is worse than murder. So to say that we have a rape culture, to say that we have a patriarchy, those things are untrue, but they're things you almost have to believe in to be a feminist. So it's not enough to simply say, I believe in equality between the sexes. You have to do a lot more than that. And those are just two examples of the fucking tons of crazy shit that feminists would have you believe in order to be part of their movement. And by the way, a lot of feminists don't even want men identifying as feminists. They say that we're not smart enough to understand the struggle of women. We can be allies, but nothing more. And the role of being an ally, by the way, is shutting your mouth, agreeing with everything that feminists say at all times, and never having an opinion, and thinking that you're just incapable of empathizing with women, incapable of seeing things from women's perspective. You're just a fucking simple-minded dolt, and all you're fucking capable of doing is just go, yes, feminists, me ally, yes, you right, me dumb. Oh.